Hello everyone, you have Royce here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to feature another cultivar coming from the trifasciata species. And this cultivar, like I have discussed, is a cultivar coming from another cultivar. It is a product of mutation, and the cultivar that it came from, like I mentioned before, or the previous episodes that I have featured, is from the Sansevieria trifasciata Futures Creations. So, from Futures Creations, folks, you can acquire Sansevieria trifasciata Future Gold. So what I'm showing you right now is the cultivar known as Sansevieria trifasciata Future Gold, and Future Gold can be acquired if you're lucky. You can get it from Sansevieria trifasciata Futures Creation. So not all the time though, because I'm not sure if you can exactly force them to give you an offset of Sansevieria trifasciata Future Gold. But in my case though, I have a lot of mutations in our garden or in the nursery. So it's the way you grow them, or whatever you do that manages to make them mutate, or the microenvironment that you subject them with, that in most cases you will be having mutations coming from certain cultivars that you're growing. So for this cultivar, I have not bought it. I have grown it in the garden itself. So I never bought Sansevieria trifasciata Future Gold. I have propagated it and it mutated from my Sansevieria trifasciata Future Creations. That is why I have been telling everyone that the Sansevieria trifasciata Future Creations should fetch a high price in the market. Thus, the reason is that it's very unstable. It's so unstable that it might give you one, this cultivar that I'm showing you right now, and the other one would be the next episode that I will be featuring. Although I have already shown them on the previous episode when we have discussed about Sansevieria trifasciata Futures Creation. So for Sansevieria trifasciata Future Gold, it is known by the old name Sansevieria trifasciata Futura Aurea. So for everyone's information, Aurea is a U. It is the symbol AG in your periodic table of elements. So AG is, for everyone's information, it's gold. So formerly it was known as Sansevieria trifasciata Futura Aurea, but that name is, like I have discussed before, uh, was corrected because it was not allowed to be used on Sansevieria cultivars. So it has been corrected and it has been translated to New English, and it is now called Sansevieria trifasciata Future Gold instead of Futura Aurea. So this is my specimen once again. What I've shown you on the previous episode is another propagation that I have. This one is the specimen that I have been really taking good care of, but it has lost a lot of leaves since we have been getting a lot of rain this season. So can't really avoid it since we're talking about trifasciata. If you think that this is beautiful right now, then you should have seen it a couple months ago. Unfortunately, I'm not able to record how it looked like months ago, but it was, let me just say, it's prettier than it is right now. So because of the heavy rains and the moisture on the location that I am in, I have lost a couple of leaves from this specimen, despite best efforts. So, in my opinion, for people who wanted to grow Sansevieria trifasciata future gold, you need to have a setup environment wherein it will not take a lot of rain. It will get sufficient sunlight that will not make them rot, sunlight that will not burn them. So it's a tricky mix of what you should do in order for you to have a very healthy Sansevieria future gold. So, just to describe what Sansevieria trifasciata future gold is, well, as the name suggests, the variegations on it are bright yellow, and as you can see, compared to Sansevieria trifasciata future striations, the gold or the variegation occupies the middle part of the leaf, and it is very rich in color. Some of the leaves may be different from each other, but most of the leaves will be like that. The middle part are occupied by a lot of yellow variegation. So that is also one of the reasons why it's not that big, or it's not that robust or wide leaf. It's because it's having a lot of variegation, and it has limited greens for it to make its own food for itself. So the greens are the chlorophyll. I'm sure it has been taught to in biology classes in school in your earlier days. So if you have lesser greens, your plant will not grow as fast as the ones that are mostly green in nature. So this is again Sansevieria trifasciata future gold, and as you can see, most of the parts of the leaves are variegated, and only the margins or some parts of it are left to be green. So it is a very tricky plant to grow. So if your knowledge is limited in growing these, you might subject your plant to fungal rot on the leaves, or perhaps on the rhizomes, if you're not careful, or if you don't know how to deal with highly variegated Sansevieria such as these. So I guess this is it for this feature. Before we go though, I forgot we'll take measurements of it. So I did say that it will not grow as the other cultivars would, but we'll measure. I have my 2 feet ruler here, or 24-inch ruler. So it is under if I measure the longest leaf though, it's about 8 to 9 inches like the other ones. And these are the part of the compact group, which are not wide leaf like the I mentioned the initial 4 uh, trifasciatas that I featured, that are also having future name on the initial ID of them. So they're future, but they're wide leaf. This one is also part of the future group, or I would say some would say compact group, but they are not having that wide of a leaf. So to prove that they are not wide leaf as the first 4 that I have featured, we have the tool here to measure. We'll measure this leaf that is in front of us, the one with a lot of yellow. Alright, so there you go. It's 46.1 And let's try another one beside it. 48.8. So that's the average leaf width that we can or we have measured for this specimen. About 45 to 55 millimeters, I would say. So in comparison to the first four that I have presented, the ones with the wide leaf, so it's 45 to 50 millimeters in comparison to 90 to 100 millimeters in comparison to the widest leaf. So as you can see, um, it is double the leaf width of the one that I featured as the wide leaf varieties of trifasciatas. These ones though are part of the compact group. Wide leaf are also part of the compact group, but the difference is these ones are limited to growing the leaf width of 45 to 55 millimeters. I would say 45 to even 60 millimeters in comparison to the 90 to 100 millimeters of the wide leaf, and in terms of height, 8 to 9 inches in comparison to almost 24 inches for the robust or the first four wide leaf that I presented to everyone. So I guess this is it for the feature, and if you like the content, folks, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, everyone.